So I have a friend who's he's going through a very hard time right now, and I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this, but during the day I practice accounting. I'm a tax and forensic accountant. At night I deal with some other things, and I noticed that it just seems like now, I don't know, maybe it's like the winter or something, but like over the last few weeks, the amount of like heartbreaking things that I've been hearing personally, just people who I know, it's heartbreaking. It really, like, it's heartbreaking. I had somebody in my office yesterday. He was crying at how much money he owes people. Like he was falling apart. He's like, I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't even breathe. I have another friend who has a daughter who's very, very ill, and they thought that she was going to get better, and unfortunately now she's not really doing so great. So on the way here, before I left, I sent him a text. Just thinking about you, hope you're doing well. And then I realized that all too often people find it easy to just send a text because it's easy to just be like, yay, like, hey, what's up? But to actually pick up the phone and call and whatever is like a little bit harder. So I said, let me call him and see how he's doing. So I gave him a call, and I said, how you doing? So he says, I don't know if you heard, but I moved from Brooklyn to the city. I said, really? Moved to Manhattan? Are you crazy? Like, what's going on? You have a family, like 10 kids? He says, yeah, we moved right into Sloan Kettering. I was like, oh, you're killing me right now. Like, what are you saying? So he says, yeah, you're back and we're going through some stuff, and it's very hard. It's not easy. So I want to share with you what he told me on the drive here. I'll never be able to articulate it the way he did, but it is such a powerful idea that I think everyone can relate to, and the way he put it down was so clear and amazing. There is an idea brought from the Ramban, that the Ramban says that every difficulty in your life, it helps bring you min hakayach el hapayel, which means from your potential to your actualization. If anybody here smokes or smoked, you know what I'm talking about. Like you convince yourself and your family, right, all the time that you could stop. You're like, yeah, I could do this. Sure, no problem. I could do this in a minute. Sure, I could stop any time. Sure, I could do this any time. So why don't you? No, I just don't want to. I mean, I could do this at any time. I quit 50 times already. I'm really good at this. Somebody told me a bad joke. He's like, the guy, what?
I'm good at quitting.
Right, I'm good at quitting, right. Like the guy who's, not good at marriage, like he does it the most. He does it more than anybody. So it's like, yeah, it's like I'm really good at this. I could always do this. My wife says some of my jokes go over people's heads, which is fine. Those of you who got it, great. All right, those of you who didn't, you'll find out soon what the joke was. There is this idea that when you're in a pressurized situation, it gets you to stop thinking about what you could, and it sort of makes your life really real. Like, no, you're not going to think twice about this. So this friend said to me, on a personal level, just between him and me, he's like, I just have to tell you something. He's like, I've never felt Hashem more than sitting in Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. Never. He's like, why was I put here? This guy's like a tzaddik. I mean, he's a tzaddik. He says, I'm just a shmegegi from Brooklyn. Like, you're not a shmegegi from Brooklyn. You're like a gadol from Brooklyn. It's amazing. He's like, how many times did I say to myself, over the course of my life, I wish I could daven harder. I wish I could daven stronger. I could. What do you have kavanah? Yeah, sure I had kavanah. I tuned in for 9 seconds during a 45-minute chakras. I had a lot of kavanah today. He's like, you know how many times I told that to myself? 1,000 times. 1,000,000 times. Every day I say that to myself 3 times a day. Yeah, I had tons of kavanah, but mincha was great. I had so much kavanah. He's like, when I'm sitting here in Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, do you understand the Shemona Esrei I'm davening? He's like, there's nothing in life that can make a Shemona Esrei like that. Nothing. He's like, and to say that I'm grateful for cancer would sound like I'm a sadistic person to my own daughter. He's like, but I am grateful that Hashem has brought out from me something that is so deep inside of me that I would never be able to access ever in normal circumstances. I don't think you can understand how much gvura, how much strength it takes to say those words while saying I am now currently living in Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. For a man to say that, I feel closer to Hashem than I ever felt in my entire life, and I therefore am grateful for that opportunity, it's unbelievable. Min hakayach el hapaya. I think I could. He said to me, do you understand that my relationship with money completely changed? Before this, I want to make more money, my car, my this, I got a dent, got a scratch. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? That's your complaint? He's like, my whole perspective on life changed. If I would work for 100 years, I would never get the outlook on life that I'm getting here in a matter of weeks and months. Never. He's like, isn't that the greatest gift that God could give me? Clarity, understanding my purpose in life. Why am I put into this world? What am I here for? He said he went to visit Rabbi Yitzchak Berkowitz, who's my Rebbe. He's now the Rosh Hashiva of Esha Torah, the Jerusalem Kol. And Rabbi Berkowitz told him, he said, when you are sitting in the hospital, he says, you don't realize it, but your body is changing without doing anything. You're looking at the IV dripping. You're just sitting there looking at your daughter. He says you don't realize that you're undergoing a metamorphosis. Your whole body is changing. Your emotions are changing. Your brain is changing. Your hashkafa in the world is changing. Your outlook, everything is changing. You don't even realize it happening. He says you are becoming from good to great during these moments.
So you've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.